It was the clink of crystal that did it. That high, delicate sound that rang just before the room fell quiet. Just before he spoke. My brother, the groom. Tall, clean-cut, perfectly rehearsed in the art of deception. He raised his glass and smiled the way he always did, like the world was his, and the rest of us were just lucky to orbit it. "Let's hear from my best man," he said, "the man who forgot to toast his own brother's happiness. Come on, stand up, don't be a disgrace." Laughter. Light, polite. A few heads turned. I felt them before I saw them. The eyes. Curious. Judgmental. Hers included. A soft murmur of silk as my ex-wife now, if titles mattered, shifted in her seat, hands white-knuckling her flute. Her lipstick was too red. I remembered it, smeared on our bathroom mirror 3 months ago, a hasty apology written with the tube I'd bought her for Valentine's. I stood up slowly. I didn't smile, didn't blink. Didn't look at her or him, not yet. I looked past them, to the ceiling draped in cheap fairy lights, to the priest beside the altar, to the champagne bubbling in my glass, like the pressure in my chest. And then I raised it to the man who was sleeping with my wife while her son was dying. Silence. A second. Then a glass dropped. Then a scream. Then the priest turned and walked out without a word. It started with the morphine. The night my stepson Eli slipped into sleep that would never end. His small hand wrapped in mine, too light, too cold, too still. She wasn't there. I'd called. Twice. She said she'd stepped out for coffee. 2 hours later, she arrived with no coffee. No explanation. Just red cheeks and shallow breath and a lie she didn't bother dressing up. I didn't question it. Not then. Grief does strange things. It dulls suspicion, blunts instinct, makes excuses for the people you need to believe in. But the smell on her neck wasn't coffee. It was cologne. Not mine. And later that night, when she showered with the door locked and cried into a towel, I sat on the cold tile outside the bathroom and tried to remember the last time we'd touched without flinching. I couldn't. I told myself she was grieving. I didn't realize I was too. For more than just a boy. 3 weeks later, her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. A name, Luke. I let it go. 2 days after that, another message. Just a heart. No words. Then I started watching. Quietly. Luke. My brother. My best man. My only family. I remembered the way he hugged her at Eli's funeral. A little too long. The way her breath hitched when she saw him. The way he didn't meet my eyes for more than 2 seconds at a time. So I checked the logins. Her tablet synced with his cloud. A mistake. I wish it hadn't been that easy. Photos. Videos. Dates. Places. The first message was dated 6 months before Eli got sick. Before we even knew. They joked about keeping it secret until it passed. As if it was just a storm. A season? Not a child. I started collecting flight confirmations, hotel bookings, security footage from a lobby camera downtown, a pixelated kiss in a hallway she swore she'd never been in. I never confronted her. Never confronted him. Instead, I copied everything to a drive. Then I waited. Waited for the wedding invitation to arrive, like a summons. 3 days before the wedding, I met Luke for lunch. He was all charm, grinning like nothing in the world could touch him. I handed him a gift-wrapped box. He opened it, found the drive. A note taped to it, "Play me." His face didn't change right away. Not until the screen lit up and he saw his own hand wrapped around her waist in a hotel mirror. Then the color drained. He looked up at me, but I was already standing. "Say nothing," I said. I wanted him to feel what silence tasted like, how heavy it sat on your chest, how sharp it burned behind your eyes. He whispered something, an apology or a plea. I didn't hear it. I never planned to stop the wedding. I just wanted him to know it wasn't his secret anymore. So I stood at his wedding, in front of their God, their guests, their carefully constructed facade, and I toasted to the truth. The glass shattered in his best man's hand. The bride, young, dumb and doomed, screamed like she'd seen a ghost. Maybe she had. Luke's mouth opened, but no words came. Just a sick, choking sound. My wife, his mistress, covered her mouth. She looked at me like she hadn't known I was capable of revenge without violence. But I was. I always was. And then I walked out. No rage, no scene, just silence. Even the music stopped. Outside, the sun was too bright. I lit a cigarette I hadn't touched in years. Watched the smoke curl upward like the final breath of something ugly and old. They call me cruel, unhinged. Maybe I was. But Eli deserved better than to be a footnote in their affair. He died believing she loved him. And maybe she did. But not enough. I didn't cry. Didn't feel anything. Not hate. Not grief. Not triumph. Just clean. For the first time in months. I dropped the cigarette and crushed it under my shoe. And walked away. No one followed.